I turned 29 this upcoming November, which basically means I'm 40. And since I'm going through my midlife crisis, I started thinking about regrets. And I don't really have many regrets in life, but there is one kind of nagging thing that I guess I always wish I had done, and that's learn how to play the piano. So, because this whole process of doing this one-person show is both very scary and very self-indulgent, I thought I would do something that was very scary and very self-indulgent, which is learn the piano. And I was gonna write a whole song, but instead I'm like, you know what, maybe I should just do a cover of one of my favorite piano songs ever. And so a lot of you here probably know the song. It's a very famous piano song. And I don't know, I guess I just want to take a moment to just play the song for you. So sorry, I need to find the first chord and then the rest kind of it's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh off the kitchen. Mama is rolling that body. Got every man in here wishing, sipping on Coke and rum. I'm like, so what, I'm drunk. It's the freaking weekend. Baby, I'm about to have me some fun. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Just give me that toot toot. Just give me that beep beep. Running her hands through my hair, singing without a care. As the radio blares, it's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh off the kitchen. Mama's rolling that body, got every man in here wishing, sipping on Coke and rum, rum, rum. I'm like, so what, I'm drunk, drunk, drunk. It's the freaking weekend, baby, I'm about to have me some fun. Ow! Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. All right, everybody, you know the words. Sing along too. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Again! Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. All right, a cappella. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. I can hear you. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Okay, last chorus. Bring it home. Ooh! The remix to Ignition, hot and fresh off the kitchen. Mama's rolling that body. Ooh! Got every man in here wishing that they are not as bad as R. Kelly, because I don't know if you guys know this, but R. Kelly, aka the guy who sang and wrote the original version of this song, has actually been repeatedly accused of sexual assault with minors, even going so far as to running a sex cult, which is horrifying. But I think something that really scares me is that a lot of us here either didn't know that or have conveniently forgotten about it, because R. Kelly writes really catchy songs. And so this whole bit was a big misdirection to talk about something I've been thinking about a lot lately, which is me in the wake of the Me Too movement, and specifically, am I part of the problem? Because I realized something lately, is that just because I consider myself a good guy, because I'm not one of the ones out there sexually assaulting people, it doesn't mean that good guys aren't also guys, because I think all guys to some degree are part of the problem. And so I was thinking to myself, what are ways that I can help? And I think it's not about just not doing the big things, it's also about not doing the little things. Little things like not checking out women when they walk by, or it's not watching pornography, or not engaging in locker room talk, or even little things such as not playing the song Ignition Remix every time I DJ a wedding, just because I know it gets people on the dance floor every time. Because a little part of me feels guilty because I know that deep down I am supporting a sexual predator when I do that. And it sucks because Remix Ignition is a really catchy song. But I guess really the whole thing I'm realizing is that, you know what? If it feels weird right now to be a man, it's probably because it's always been a hard time to be a woman. And if any guys out there think that this whole Me Too stuff is starting to sound as repetitive as a one-chord song, it's probably because this repeatedly continues to happen to women. And I think it's time that we all stop making excuses. Excuses such as, so what, I'm drunk. weekend. Think I'm about to have me some fun. Thank you.